Hi guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm here to do the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon TBR. So I already did a TBR for the month of April, but then I discovered this readathon which is being hosted by Book Roast, and it is the O.W.L.s. So we all get to live out our Harry Potter dreams of taking the O.W.L.s. And why our dreams consist of taking a standardized test, I do not know. We have all been brainwashed. But anyway, I'm super excited for this readathon. I did not know about it before April started, or else it would have been included in my April TBR. And I managed to finagle the challenges so that it fit most of the books that were already on that TBR, so this is going to be a reiteration, but I mostly wanted to do this video to announce that one, I'll be doing this, and to let anybody who might not already know that this readathon exists, and it's so cute, so fun. I just discovered the channel Book Roast, so I'm not even sure of her name, but she did like an amazing job of like preparing it. Like there's a whole like little like letter, like Harry Potter style, with all the challenges. It's very cute. I'll leave it like her video and all the information linked down below. This is a month-long readathon, which is why I felt it was okay for me to join in after it had already started. And basically it's modeled off of Harry Potter O.W.L.s, and there are challenges for each like Harry Potter like subject, and like you read a book that corresponds to the challenge, and you can get up to 5 O.W.L.s. Obviously you can do more, but 5 is the grade of outstanding. So if you read 5 books for the readathon, then you win. And then there are corresponding levels for like troll if you don't participate in the readathon, and like other things like that. But you need to read 2 books to pass the test, and 5 is outstanding. So I'm going for 5 because I'm a Ravenclaw and go hard or go home. Like I said, most of these books are a reiteration from my regular April TBR, which will be linked down below and somewhere on the screen. So I'm just going to go through the challenges that I'll be participating in, and I have my readathon spread. It's not that fancy today. It just has the O.W.L.s on top, and then the challenges. The first O.W.L. I'll be participating in is astronomy, and the challenge for that is to read a sci-fi novel. And the book that I'll be using to complete that challenge is Obsidio by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Look at it. It's beautiful. I have it in my hands now. When I talked about it last, I didn't have it yet. I had just ordered it, but now I own it. I will be starting to read this either tonight or tomorrow, so yeah. And then by the time you see this, I might have finished it, and then my life will be over. But we'll talk about that later. This is the 3rd book in the Illuminae series, Files. You know what it is, or you don't. Okay. The second O.W.L. will be for Muggle Studies, and the challenge for that is to read a Muggle nonfiction book, and for this I am choosing to read How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. This is the only book that was not part of my original April TBR, and that is because I came home, went to the library, and got it. Because I don't know, I was overwhelmed with the feeling that I should read this book. So I want to read it, so I'm going to read it. Lily Singh is a YouTuber. If you're not familiar, she has something like 10 million subscribers. It's a lot. And she wrote this book about how to be a boss, basically, and like get your life together. Something to that effect. I have already started it. I'm on page 10. So the first chapter was good, fine. Well, I'll let you know how it ends. But yeah, this is nonfiction. It is like a guide / memoir kind of thing. The next O.W.L. I'll be attempting is Charms, and the challenge for that is to read a fantasy book. And the book that I will be using for that is The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. I mentioned this in my April TBR. It's about a girl who comes from a family of witches, basically, but she doesn't really want to be a witch, and then something happens. Arithmancy, read a book with a number on the cover or in the title, and for this I will be reading 806 by Cynthia Whale. I once again mentioned this in my April TBR, and just a little clarification, I mentioned in that video that I wasn't sure if it was about 3 sperm donor kids or 3 kids just with the same like father. It is about 3 sperm donor kids. And the last O.W.L. I'll be taking is for Care of Magical Creatures, and the challenge for this is to read a book with a magical creature on the cover or featuring a magical creature. And for this I will be reading Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones. There were no magical creatures in the first book, I don't think, unless you count Howl, which we don't. But on the cover of Castle in the Air, whichever side it ends up being on, there is like a gargoyle creature. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like a magical creature, so I'm counting it for this challenge. So those are all the books that I have for the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon. I'm so excited to be participating. I think it's so fun. I'm so glad someone thought to do this. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are participating in this readathon or have read any of the books that I mentioned in this video, please be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know anything you feel like letting me know. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!